Hey, what's going on? It's DC. Yeah, that's me. I'm here today with a how-to video, and the product is the Drinkpod under sink mount water filtration system. So, if clean water is important to you, this is just the product. Let's get into it. We've got an owner's manual with lots of good information. I'll be reading that here in a second. It's always important to read that before you jump into any project. This is no different. This is the template. So when you drill the holes to mount the filter head underneath your sink, you're going to want to make sure that you use this. It gives you the proper spacing for those screws. There's a couple of water lines, one input, one output, and they will attach to the body of the filter head like so. On the back, these are where the screws go in that align with the template. So if you use the template properly, you will have the screws in the proper location. The tools you're going to need for this project: you're going to need a drill, you're going to need a Phillips head bit, an adjustable wrench, towel because we're working with water here, and of course a flashlight. Let's get those ready. First thing you have to determine is what type of outlet you have for your water supply. And here I've got a 1/2 inch outlet, which according to the directions I have to adapt down. There's my water valve. And also the one thing that you can determine here is which one is hot, which one's cold. I have a dishwasher here, so my dishwasher line is actually fed from the hot, which is standard, so that I know that this one right here is my cold line. So this is the one we're going to use to attach to. So next we want to find a location to put this water filtration system under the sink. And so we know it's going to be connected to the cold. So we've already identified that, and it's a 1/2 inch. So we will have to have these adapters, but we have to find first the location. So it's going to go on the wall. It definitely should be at least 4 inches above the floor. And the reason for that is to get the cartridges in and out, you're going to want to make sure that you have sufficient room to undo it and pull it off. So let's find a good location. Let's get out the template. And as you can see, it is the same size as the unit itself. So for sizing purposes, find a good location. I think right here would be just fine. And leave 4 inches of space from the bottom. And what you're going to do is you are going to undo this. It's very hard to do with one hand, but there's an adhesive strip here on the back. So if you undo that, and then we're going to simply adhere that to this wall, and then that will be the guide that we're going to use to drill the holes. With your drill and your Phillips head screw bit, you're going to put in the 2 screws into the top of the template. And when you're screwing these down, just make sure that you A, take off the template, and B, make sure that you leave some of the screw head out so that you can hang the unit down below. Next, take the unit and detach the filter from it. All you have to do is twist and it pops right out. And next, make sure that you have enough of the screw head sticking out, put it in and push down. Now you can always tighten this up if you want to, just to give it a little bit more sturdiness, but now they are locked and in place. Next, we're going to prepare the hoses. So the inlet hose is the first one. Notice it's got the quick connect that goes directly into the filter. So now with the water running, let's go ahead and shut off the cold water supply. Okay, it's nice and tight, closed. Put down a towel to catch the water when it drips down. And then what we're going to do is we're going to disconnect the hose and replace it with the one that we just used for the intake. Okay, kind of hard to see back there, but essentially you're going to be using your wrench, your open-end adjustable wrench, and you're going to undo this water line right here. I've loosened it, now it's undone, ready to go. Okay, so what I did here was I put some Teflon tape on the valve, and then I'm screwing this down, and I will tighten it up with my adjustable wrench. And this is the one that actually feeds the faucet. So just hang on to that for a second. All right, then just get this nice and tight. There it is. Okay. So now let's get the other piece, the outlet hose, connected. The quick connect into the out. Now you've got to hold on to your body when you're doing this, so it's going to be very difficult for me to do this one-handed, but essentially you're going to just hold the box and pop that in until it snaps, and then repeat the step on the other side for the inlet. It's over here, and if you need to, you can always take it off the wall to connect it. And the last connection, you're going to connect the outlet hose into the faucet right back there. Okay, so screw that in and then tighten it up with an adjustable wrench. Last step, let's go ahead and get this filter in. Now it's going to be a lot easier for you to do this than I am with one hand, but let's see if I can get it. There we go. And then just twist it into place. The label will be front side out when it's correct. Let's go ahead and give it some water. Water is now running. Let's check for leaks. We are good. No issues. You can hear that the water is going into the filter. All good signs. So now we're going to let this thing run for about 5 minutes or so and flush out everything from the filter. And then we're done. So if you're like me and really value clean water, I mean really good drinking water, one of these Drinkpod units is great, but I'll tell you what, with this under sink mount, you're able to get the same high quality water right from your tap. It's no longer called tap water, it's tap filtered water, the Drinkpod way. Thanks for watching my video, and have a great day.